I am that I am. I am that I am. What do these words really mean? Most of us heard these words in Sunday school, in church, growing up, as the minister or priest read from the Bible and told us the story of how Moses spoke to God, asked God, "God, who are you? Whom shall I say sent me?" And God replied with these somewhat ominous, mysterious words, "I am that I am." People have grappled and wondered, what do these words mean? Well, yesterday, and let me say, of course, I offer this up as merely a sharing, as something that I received. Who knows about right, wrong? But I think there's definitely some truth to it. But this is what I received yesterday from God without asking, as I finished having a bath. And I was just about to finish the bath as I began to see this vision formulate within my mind, within my consciousness. Moses, in my mind, said, "God, who are you? Whom shall I say sent me?" And God said, "I am that I am." An understanding came with this vision that God was saying, "My I am is your I am, Moses." But it wasn't just Moses. He wasn't singling out Moses as an avatar or some sort of divine being. Of course, Moses was a very holy, special being. But what God was saying, what I received, what I believe he was saying, is that the I am of God is the I am of every human being. There is no difference. In Advaita Vedanta circles, of course, this is the essence of the teaching. Sri Nisargadatta Maharaj says that I am is the highest name of God, the purest name of God. Of course, if you continue to explore God, you will discover that God is without name, or beyond name perhaps, nameless and formless, and that we human beings attribute a name to God, project one onto him and his being, or her being, its being. But in this vision, it was a very simple statement God was saying. God was telling Moses, basically, I am sending myself. You have been sent by yourself. There is no difference. There is variety and difference, of course, but no separation. There is that Moses body, and there was the entity or the beingness speaking to Moses. In that sense, there was a difference, but there was no separation. God was saying that. God was saying to every human being on this planet that I am your I am. Perhaps God should have said that. I am your I am. I am that I am. Nisargadatta says the word that, I am that, means I am everything. So equally as true, God could have been saying, I am everything. I am. I am everything I am, and I am everything. Yes, I am. God is omnipresent. God created the world and the whole universe. God is the totality of consciousness. God is everywhere at all times. Most importantly, God is here and now. The truth is always present. God is always with us because we are one with God. Even to say, I am with God, I am one with God, is still too far away. But it makes us so uncomfortable because we've been taught to believe that we should feel uncomfortable by declaring such a bold statement as I am God. But of course, when I say I am God, I am not imagining myself as a bearded Father in heaven or something of that nature. When I say I am God, I'm speaking the knowingness of my true nature as pure consciousness, as beingness. I am a spark of the divinity that all of us share. I am a child of God, an aspect of God. I share the same consciousness as God. And so that union for me is not about being above anyone, because what I am saying is that no one is above another. Nisargadatta says, in my world, there is no ruler and there is no ruled. There is no hierarchy. There is no above or below. There is one. And where there is one, there is not two, there's not levels or even degrees. There is the one solid, vast, supreme, absolute reality. And you are that. That is why we often say there is nothing to do, nowhere to go, no one to be, because you are already total and complete. You are already 100% yourself, your supreme, absolute, divine, holy self. And God is telling us that in this story, in this event which happened with Moses. I am that I am, the one that you feel inside, the one that you speak. I am. All of us can say this, or think it, or experience it. This beingness, which is so obvious within. I am. I am life itself, unafraid and free. I am. The trouble, you might say, happens when we identify that I am with something. I am this, or I am that. And when we do that, we limit ourselves. We make ourselves smaller than we actually are. But that's also just a bit of how language works and how this relative reality as a human being exists. I am that I am. God, I thank you for this vision that you showed me yesterday, the simplicity of this statement, God merely saying this simple fact. Who am I? I am that I am, that you feel and know inside yourself. God bless you. Namaste.